how much money do we make from YouTube in 2019 with less than 10,000 subscribers?
This is for you, you have multiple sources of income and I have a job. So this is yet another one. We're not fully into this, but it turned out to be a quite successful venture right off the bat. We spent 1 year training and practicing, and the second year we were able to pull this off as a legitimate side business, I think.
We just saw some success on YouTube, and we're going to make more videos about this, about your content strategy if you're just starting out. But one of the things that you should do is just try a bunch of different things, see what sticks, look at your analytics. And for us, we were lucky enough that camera gear and technology is what made this channel really take off. And the other thing too is that, us talking about the income like this, it's not to brag or anything, but just to be like, also hopefully inspire you if you're just starting out, and that you can make money on YouTube, and it won't be overnight. You do have to work hard at it and be consistent, because that is something where when we decided to really focus on YouTube, we committed to doing at least one video a week, and we actually stuck to that amazingly.
We have more than one a week,
right.
On average about two.
The minimum was to do at least one video a week. And again, just study your analytics, see how people respond to it, and adjust your content strategy based on that. And so we did that for about a year, and as a result of doing all of that, we were able to eventually monetize.
That's right, and this is just an example to see that you don't need 100,000 subscribers or 1 million subscribers to get any meaningful income. You can actually have a decent income from way less than that if you are savvy in one way or another. There are other people doing it through Patreon or many other ways. We haven't chosen to do that. We may or may not in the future, but there are just many, many ways to monetize your efforts. So keep that in mind. You don't need 1 million people watching.
No. And the other thing is to think of YouTube as like a content library, because it's not like Instagram where you see something for an instance and it's gone. YouTube has the advantage of being tied to Google, so that when people search for things on Google, a lot of times YouTube videos end up popping up. And so as a result, even videos that you've made like a year, 2 years, 3 years ago, they can still be found by people and be watched and make you money over time.
That's a really, really good point. There's the whole snowball effect, or you can call it exponential growth. When you get to a place where you have 1,000 videos on many topics and you constantly appear in search results, it's not just about what you shot yesterday, which some channels are limited to that because of the types of content they've chosen. But with this kind of channel, it actually can make you money for a very long time. It's similar to stock photography, for example, or stock videography, which the library will keep paying. And the more you add to the library, the exponential growth you're going to see. So let's very quickly recap how the year went. We had 2 goals last year. The first one was to make 1 million views, and we actually did better. We did 1.6 million views.
And our subscribers, we hit 10,000 subscribers on New Year's Eve, literally hours before 2020.
That's right. So we were very pleased. We hit both of our goals, which probably means we weren't aggressive enough setting them. However, we did meet them, and we can explain now with this many views and subscribers how much money we made. The first obvious thing to look at when it comes down to YouTube money is, of course, what YouTube is paying you from advertisements. And this is really the most, you can say, stable income that you may get from your channel. We monetized a bit before 2019, so for the entire 2019, we were a monetized channel, and what we made is slightly over $5,000, as you can see on the chart.
And this was a lot more than we initially thought, because when we first started YouTube, we were not intending to be YouTubers. We didn't even intend to make money from it. And we were like, probably make enough money to buy a coffee a month from YouTube. But this is obviously a little bit more than that.
I think the running joke was that we'll make as much money a day as is to buy a coffee.
Yeah.
Something like that. And we surprised ourselves a bit because we ended up getting paid $5,000 from YouTube in a little bit over a year.
And actually another interesting thing is that when we started taking YouTube seriously, because our channel's been around since 2012, but we didn't really put a lot of effort into it until a couple of years ago. And when we started our channel is actually when YouTube changed their requirements for monetization. Like literally after we started, they're like, oh, guess what? You have new requirements where you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time.
So we had to hit the requirements twice. We were in review when they changed them, and we had to get there again. So that pushed us out. But all in all, we're actually pretty happy with the $5,000 that YouTube paid us. However, that is not by far all, because we have multiple sources of income that come from video.
So if you're not familiar, there is a program called Amazon Affiliates, and it's all part of this bigger concept called affiliate marketing. And so a lot of influencers and bloggers and a lot of people that create content make money through affiliate marketing.
That's right, and you have experience with that. You've had a blog using this, and you write for sites which are using this strategy,
right.
And you applied it around March, early March.
So you can see that spike in our chart here where we were making almost no money with affiliate marketing, and all of a sudden we had like this spike, and ever since then we've been getting really steady income every month as a result of affiliate marketing.
And as you see, it actually is about double what YouTube paid us. So we get much more money by using our affiliate marketing savvy that we have throughout the experience that was prior to YouTube.
And the nice thing about affiliate marketing is that it doesn't cost you or your subscribers any additional money. In fact, it's so subtle, a lot of people won't even know that they're buying into affiliate marketing. And yeah, it's just a really great way to make extra income from either YouTube or a blog or Instagram or another form of social media.
Yeah, so the two combines are almost $15,000, which is a lot more than we expected for our first monetized year on YouTube. And but it also doesn't end there, because you have a photography business and you are well connected in the city. And lately it's become hot that clients are asking for video as well.
Yeah, so it was a really easy sell for me to be like, hey, I do photography, and by the way, I also do video. And so by using YouTube and also Instagram and just posting videos and telling people that I'm not out there doing video, we were able to sell our video skills to corporate clients.
Yeah, and it's interesting because before we started on YouTube, we had no video skills at all. So developing the channel is what gave us the video skill that we then turned around and sold to clients. And that amount ended up by far the highest at $19,000 for the year. So we actually have ad revenue as our lowest and client revenue as our highest. And that is mostly thanks to your connections, but definitely was not possible before we built out the skill through making YouTube videos. Mm-hmm. And then showing the channel is what sold our clients on our skills.
We forgot to mention one of our coolest video moments of 2019, which was licensing a small clip of a video that we had posted on YouTube to Netflix.
Yeah, that's really funny because it was actually the very first drone video I made when I was trying out my drone for the first time in the mountains here.
So someone from Netflix found that video on YouTube and licensed it, and so we got paid, and we also got a little credit at the end of a Netflix show.
So it may come to you as a bit of a surprise, because it did to us. With now 10,000 subscribers and 1.6 million views, from video this year we ended up making $33,000, which is actually a rather average wage in most of the developed world. And if we double or triple that, it will be what highly paid professionals make in our city.
And we did this all without sponsorships. So if you've ever been wondering, we are not sponsored by anybody, not by GoPro, not by Fujifilm, not by any cameras, because our main channel, Gemini Connect, is largely about cameras. And so we review a lot of cameras, but a lot of times we're putting up our own money to either buy or rent those cameras. Sometimes we do get a free sample to try out, but we do not keep those products. We have to send them back.
Yeah, everything that we talk about is because we really like it, or we ourselves are learning about it. But that's about it. Yeah, no sponsorships at all. If we had them, we would list them here as an income source.
This video is sponsored by Squarespace.
So we can tell you what we're putting this money into. The first thing is we had to expand our space, actually. We were running out of space badly, especially when it came to recording. So we took some of that money and we used it for down payment. So we were able to upgrade our space.
So we are still working out that space. So right now we're recording in our dining room, but we have plans for this year to build out a studio space where we can sit down and do videos like this, and that they're consistent and they don't take a lot of time to set up.
We have to build out a wall so we can soundproof properly and everything. But that's really where most of this money is going, in addition to, of course, buying more gear. which does take a lot and a lot of storage space. Honestly, we need to buy cards and drives constantly. So good news is that because we're in business, all this gear purchase and expense is a tax write-off in the end of the year, which of course means you have to have the money first and then you can subtract it from the tax you owe. It's not like, oh, it's free money. Let's not think about it this way, but it honestly does help in the end when you do the math. At this point, we have a good grip of what has been working for us, and we have decided to really double down on that, which means that all the content which has been doing well, which is really the gear-centric content, is staying on this channel, Gemini Connect, and is going to be focused around it, while we're splitting out another channel.
Yeah, so we started Gemini Connect with the idea of being mostly a travel channel, but travel is a really hard niche. So we decided to take all of those travel videos that we're doing going forward and put them on a different channel called Gemini Discover. And that has a lot to do with not only how the content on Gemini Connect has been received, but also just the YouTube algorithm and how it really pushes you to specialize into a certain niche.
Yeah, it wants you to double down, and because this channel turned out so much about gear and that's what people expect to see on it, that's what YouTube expects from it to promote and so on. We're taking the content that we always wanted to make anyway, and we're placing it elsewhere. So on our new channel, Gemini Discover, we're going to make travel videos, documentaries, commentaries, which we always really wanted to do, which is why we started learning videography, and how the Gemini Connect channel ended up taking off. Yeah, so our concrete goals is now that we've had actually some experience with being in business, we would like to see that become a more central part of our income, especially yours, since you're in business already. And you can keep on building this side of the business more.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, my main business is photography. Lately, it feels like a side business because video has really overtaken it. But I love video because it's like an extension of photography. You use a lot of the same skills, but you're able to tell a more engaging story. And so I'm hoping to make that more a part of my business going forward, my business and our business, and keep getting more clients that will pay for videos while also doing YouTube on the side as well.
That's right. And the second goal is to build completely a studio in our new space where we can soundproof it and we can permanently lay out the setup which requires to make one of these videos so that we don't burn any time. So yeah, that's going to be fun, totally unrelated to numbers and growth. It's actually a construction project more than anything, but it will be actually fun documenting it as it happens as well, because we can make videos about how you do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third goal is our young travel channel needs more subscribers and more watch time, so it can be also monetized. But we don't really actually think it will make too much money from the ads. However, YouTube treats it more seriously when it's monetized, and it promotes it much harder, which is really what we want. We want it to be seen.
And there is a way to do affiliate marketing with travel. So we've been testing that out. I've also been testing that on my blog, so I've seen that it works. So again, separate video talking about affiliate marketing for travel, but that will be hopefully a bigger factor coming up.
That's right. So this was a very good year for us. We're very happy for a side project to take off and have over 1 million views and a quite nice income. We didn't expect that. That was really a good surprise for us.
Yeah, so thank you to everybody who has watched our videos. And you know, another thing is that if you like our videos or want to support us in any way, you can either use our affiliate links down below to purchase things on Amazon. Even if you just like this video or subscribe, that's another way to really help us or help YouTube understand this is a video that it should be promoting in the algorithm.
I think that's it.
Yeah. Thumbnail.
Thumbnail, oh yeah. Huh. Well, there's thumbnail.